This
So maybe
is going.
Hello, and welcome to Inside Jacksonville, a production of the University of North Florida School of Communication and the CW17. I'm Mallory Aldridge. We're here each month with stories about life on the First Coast. First up, Inside Jacksonville's Xavier Ford checked out Hatchet Pro Wrestling, St. Augustine's new rising star in the wrestling scene.
A vibrant landscape of professional wrestling, Hatchet Pro Wrestling stands as a beacon of opportunity and ambition, promising to carve out a legacy of its own, but it's not just about the spectacle, it's about the education of becoming a wrestler.
We are predicated off of hard work. There's no, okay, come in, this is going to be easy. You might have an end game in mind, but you have to get through us to get there.
The experience has been great. It's been everything that I thought it would be, plus more. There's a lot of education that goes into this. This isn't just being the average male type of athlete, running and just jumping. It takes a lot of thinking, and it also is an art. I enjoy learning how to figure out how am I going to tell a story.
Talia, the only female student at Hatchet Pro Wrestling, draws inspiration from her family's wrestling legacy, driving her passion and commitment to the sport.
My dad, he was working for something, it was like a production in WWE, so we got free tickets, so I was like a baby, and then I just became like so invested in it because it was all I knew. Like as a baby, my dad loved it so much, and then he put that on to me. Really enjoyed watching it, but and then I really wanted to pursue it and do it.
Here at the heart of Hatchet Pro Wrestling, the energy is palpable. Every strike, every move echoes with determination and ambition. This is where champions are forged and where the education of becoming a wrestler takes center stage. John Davis, a seasoned wrestler turned coach, reflects on his journey and the profound impact he's making at Hatchet Pro Wrestling.
there's nothing else that you pick up in life and learn from whatever happens, good or bad.
For Jacob, a newcomer to Hatchet Pro Wrestling, the road hasn't been easy.
It is still just as hard. I get blown up every time. My stamina sucks, but I will get better because that's the only way you ever get to do this is getting better.
But his determination to build a better future for his family fuels his drive to succeed.
So, I mean, pretty much getting a job enough to take care of my wife, my family, all that good stuff.
From seasoned coaches to determined students, Hatchet Pro Wrestling embodies the spirit of passion, dedication, and unity in St. Augustine wrestling community. Xavier Ford, Inside Jacksonville.
To find more on Hatchet Pro Wrestling, visit their website, hatchetprowrestling.com. Continuing on with sports, Inside Jacksonville's David Combs gives us a look into Walk Off Charities, a foundation teaching Jacksonville's youth about the benefits of baseball.
Baseball, once regarded as our nation's pastime, has been played for generations, though not every kid growing up has the ability to learn the game. Luckily, Jacksonville has an organization that has stepped up to the plate.
Back in the 70s and 80s, baseball across the country was America's pastime, and that was meant for really everybody.
Since 2017, Walk Off Charities has been offering the youth of Jacksonville a chance to learn how to play baseball, offering an entertaining environment.
And there's kids that might have skills or abilities that they just don't have a chance to play, whether there's not a local league close to their house, in their neighborhood, or whatever that may be. If a kid gets a chance to play in college and they get a degree out of this, that's amazing.
Being able to learn the game is one thing, but to have somewhere to play is another. That is why Walk Off Charities runs clinics, once a month allowing Duval County public school students to come and spend a day learning the game.
We want them to have fun. I think any kid that plays any sport for any period of time, at some point he or she had fun with it. So we try to just make it fun in the beginning.
Not only does Walk Off Charities offer a facility, but coaching as well, with several local coaches and players offering their expertise to baseball's next generation.
One of the biggest long-term supported systems that we've had in place since the beginning. We usually lend 3 hours on a Friday once a month to come out here and teach these kids how to play baseball.
It's just always good to come out here and help the kids, have a good time, just see some kids have fun and fall in love with the game.
Many of the volunteers return to teach, understanding the example that they set as a role model to today's game.
I've done it once before and this is my second time, so it's a good experience. You may not realize it yourself, but they look up to you a lot, and that's a good experience for them as well.
Through Walk Off Charities, kids are able to begin learning a sport that means more than just a game.
We want to increase the sport's participation numbers. We want to do that here locally. We try to do what we can to give those kids opportunities they might not have before. And baseball is one of those sports that it seems like a lot of those opportunities just aren't there.
David Combs, Inside Jacksonville.
To learn more about walk-off charities, including future clinics, leagues, and volunteer opportunities, visit their website, walkoffcharities.com. Next, I went out to check out Jacksonville's newest addition to the Hoops and Dreams scene.
Basketball has been around for a long time, since 1891 to be exact, and the sport of hoops and dreams made its way to the River City in 1948 when Jacksonville University made Division I status. Although Jacksonville has had many teams come through the city calling it home, the 95ers are the latest shot attempt of bringing a professional team to Jacksonville.
I've been in Jacksonville over 15 years, and I've built some great relationships in the community, and I wanted to bring professional basketball back here.
The story behind Jacksonville's newest team is a unique one. The idea of the 95ers came to be only a few years after the former minor league team, the Giants, left the city. 95ers president Kevin Waters and the rest of the ownership group came together with the thought of bringing a basketball team back to Jacksonville. Enter in the 95ers. And as for the story behind the name, well, the name came from the highway that runs through the First Coast. You guessed it, Interstate 95. With the name checked off the list, the team opened their season in March of 2024 at Swisher Gymnasium at Jacksonville University, starting a new chapter to Jacksonville's Hoops and Dreams scene.
The 95ers may seem like your average basketball team, but they are bringing all the slam dunks to Jacksonville.
So it's about basketball, but it's also about community and bringing people in and celebrating them as well and using basketball as the vessel. So we're just so excited to have them here and see where it goes from here.
Most of the 95ers players have played basketball all of their lives, and they are not only excited to play here, but they have a love for the game that can't be matched, like player Osai Osifo. As a child in South Africa, Osifo fell in love with basketball, and once he was an adult, he was given the chance to come play basketball in the States for Jacksonville University, and the rest is history. So when he got the call to join the 95ers, well, that decision was as easy as making a free throw.
I love playing for Jacksonville. I played at this university in this gym. You know, it's an honor. It's a great city. They have a lot of things to offer. The basketball programs are successful here, and they have a lot of history in basketball too. So it's just an honor, man. I love being a Swisher. I love being in Jacksonville.
Although the 95ers are Jacksonville's new team, they are excited to play for the River City for many years to come.
Duval.
To learn more about the 95ers, you can visit their website, jacksonville95ers.com, or follow them on their social media at Jax95ers. Coming up, how yoga can not only impact a person's health, but also change lives. Also, after the break, we visit a coffee shop that's brewing up more than just lattes. Inside Jacksonville, we'll be right back.
The University of North Florida is proud to offer a Master of Science in Communication Management. This master's degree allows you, the student, to customize your curriculum to the field you prefer. Students who earn this 36 credit hour degree will take their core classes through communication. Then, they can specialize in either business, public administration management, leadership, nonprofit management, or public health. UNF Communication, made for you.
Welcome back. Yoga is often seen as a way to improve your physical health, but it has benefits that go much deeper. Inside Jacksonville's Jillian Lombardo explored Yoga for Change, a North Florida nonprofit that's building a stronger community one downward dog at a time.
Yoga for Change, a dedicated nonprofit, celebrates a decade of making yoga accessible to all. Their classes are free and their approach is unique. Using a trauma-informed and conversational approach, they focus on creating a safe space for participants.
I started doing yoga in prison. I wanted to continue doing yoga because it pretty much saved my life.
Yoga for Change meets people where they are, whether it's veterans dealing with PTSD, individuals experiencing mental health challenges, or those incarcerated. Their classes offer tools for growth, self-discovery, and stress reduction.
I was talking to somebody in the yoga studio I started going to, and they said, oh, well, you must know about Yoga for Change. And I said, no. But I ran home and Googled Yoga for Change. They were getting ready to have a teacher's training class. It's like it had a big sign on it that said, Ann. And the rest is history.
The organization socialization goes beyond physical postures. Their instructors skillfully weave themes like gratitude and mindfulness into their classes.
Practicing gratitude causes physiological changes in your brain. So I started a gratitude practice. It seems counterintuitive, but prison is the perfect place to start a gratitude practice. Now that I'm out in the real world, I can't even keep up. There's so many things to be grateful for.
And a woman had been in my class for several weeks, and she said that prior to learning about meditation, the only time she felt like she could be creative in herself was when she was using drugs, specifically methamphetamine. So she said that whenever she meditates, she feels open and like she can be creative.
Their impact extends beyond North Florida. Thanks to a Florida Blue grant, they expanded to Orlando and Tampa, but the dedication goes even deeper. When the grant ended, the facilities hosting Yoga for Change classes found a way to keep them going, a testament to the powerful community Yoga for Change has built.
Personally, I can't think of a much better organization to be involved with. I love it, heart and soul.
Jillian Lombardo, Inside Jacksonville.
For more information on Yoga for Change, head to their website y4c.org. Looking for a new place to study or grab coffee with friends? Inside Jacksonville's Brianna Pereira checked out a bar in Riverside that is promoting an important social movement.
The Greenhouse Bar is a plant and cocktail bar located in Jacksonville's Riverside neighborhood. It opened back in 2022 and is owned by Laura Henry. The bar specializes in indoor exotic houseplants, coffee, beer, wine, and low ABV cocktails.
I decided I wanted to do something more like in one location and with more of design instead of just, I don't know, an everyday bar or an everyday coffee shop. We wanted to like make it feel like it was part of like your home.
The Greenhouse Bar is a great place to relax, grab a drink, a snack, and a plant. It's a family-friendly establishment that offers events monthly and it works to improve women empowerment throughout the community of Jacksonville. The Greenhouse Bar sells a unique variety of plants, also adding a nice aesthetic to the location.
It's very calming because it's so like, it's not like super like minimalistic or anything, but there's so much beauty to look at, like between their like things that they sell, and it's like really creatively done. So I guess creative.
In addition to being a creative space to work, the Greenhouse Bar also offers a location for women empowerment through their events.
The culture here is definitely women empowerment. We focus like heavily on female events, pushing women to like build their own brands. So I'd say like from our team to like the owners to like the day-to-day operations, we put a lot of emphasis on like women can do just as much as men can.
In addition to pushing for women empowerment, the Greenhouse Bar also reaches to the community as a whole, hosting open mic nights once a month, allowing anyone to come show their talent to the community.
Consistently, we do an event called Open Mic Night, and it brings in like artists throughout Jacksonville. We've started it since the beginning, and that's like one of our favorites, just to like see what talent Jacksonville has, like in smaller scale. We love all of our competitions that we do, like female latte art competitions and like female cocktail competitions. So we really like to see that and like the community come together.
Brianna Pereira, Inside Jacksonville.
For more information on events hosted by the Greenhouse Bar, check out their Instagram @GreenhouseJacks. Have you heard about the Wednesday Art Walk here down in downtown Jacksonville? Well, Inside Jacksonville's Angelica Santini went to discover everything that is going on in this event.
We are diving into a vibrant world of art as we explore the downtown Jacksonville's Wednesday Art Walk, where talented artists have came every first Wednesday of the month to showcase their masterpiece. Stay tuned as we take you on a visual journey.
I just love the culture and the whole community. Everyone comes out and really shows up to support local artists and, you know, our crafts that are handmade. So also the music, the food, the people, the outfits, everything. Yeah, it's just a really cool vibe.
And joining us as well is Michaela Isley, a very talented crochet artist who echoes Amanda's sentiment, expressing her joy in meeting fellow artists and exploring the diverse spectrum of how artists are able to showcase their art at this event.
My favorite would have to be being able to meet different artists. I know I've met a few that I've extremely enjoyed their work like crazy, but being able to see different artists and different aspects of each type of art, because they may do the same thing, but there's completely different styles of it. So it's very appreciative to see the different styles of each art and have a little bit more appreciative of the hard work that goes into it.
Michaela also said that this event is important for small business owners to gain a platform. Let's hear more about it.
I definitely would say it's a great way for us as small businesses to be able to show our art and be able to share it with everybody, because we see a lot of big businesses, they may do the same thing, but they don't really show like the hard work that goes behind it. So I think it's really good for like us as small artists and small businesses to show like the hard work that we put into each item to showcase it during the first Wednesday Art Walk.
As we wrap up, it's clear that downtown Jacksonville's Wednesday Art Walk is an incredible experience for art lovers like Amanda and Michaela. Remember, rain or shine, you can catch this lively event every first Wednesday of the month. Join us next time as we continue to explore the vibrant cultural scene right here in our city.
Angelica Santini, Inside Jacksonville.
If you'd like to know more about this event, visit their website dtjax.com/artwalk. After the break, how a long-awaited expansion is planning to change Jacksonville's International Airport. Plus, a local wildlife organization is bringing turtle and nest awareness to locals in a fun way. You're watching Inside Jacksonville on the CW17.
The University of North Florida is proud to offer a Master of Science in Communication Management. This master's degree allows you, the student, to customize your curriculum to the field you prefer. Students who earn this 36 credit hour degree will take their core classes through communication. Then, they can specialize in either business, public administration management, leadership, nonprofit management, or public health. UNF Communication, made for you.
Next up, Inside Jacksonville's Emily Regalado gives an insight on the long-awaited airport expansion project at Jacksonville's International Airport.
The Jacksonville International Airport has been looking to expand by adding a third concourse since before the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, they are finally on track to begin construction.
Airports have what's called a master plan, and I believe in our master plan it's always called for a third concourse. Coming out of the pandemic, we're seeing record-breaking traffic, and we really need more gates to be able to accommodate the growth that we've seen at the airport. So if you look around the airport, there's lots of construction going on. We've got new concessions that are coming online. We just opened an Angie's Subs in Concourse A. We just finished a big security checkpoint modernization project.
Behind me are the newly renovated security checkpoints for concourses A and C. These new checkpoints have 2 new lanes and also have new technology to help passengers traveling in the Jacksonville International Airport get to where they have to go faster. Jacksonville residents are excited, but some are wary about what it means to have a larger airport.
I feel like every time I fly out of the Jacksonville airport, especially in like the regular security line, you have to wait at least like 20-30 minutes, like rush time, and that causes you have to like wake up earlier, get to the airport earlier. So I feel like if it expands, it'll be just a more faster experience.
I think by opening up more terminals in Jacksonville and the airport, I think it's going to bring a lot more travel and a lot more people to Jacksonville, which is a good and bad thing. It's going to make the economy go up, but at the same time, you're going to have to provide for more of those travelers.
The groundbreaking for the Concourse B expansion project is projected to take place this year and cost about $300 million.
We look for plans to be finalized fairly soon. We're looking to turn dirt later this year, so we should be in the final stages of design. A major pain point for us right now. We're looking to add some additional parking. We'll be opening a third economy lot later this year, making some additions to our existing economy lots, all while we're under design for a third parking garage at the terminal, which will open in a few years' time.
After years of waiting, the project will begin paving way to more flights, more tourism, and a larger Jacksonville community.
Emily Regalado, Inside Jacksonville.
If you want to hear more about the Jacksonville International Airport, head over to their website, www.flyjacksonville.com. Finally, this month, Inside Jacksonville's Leslie Bowers takes us to the beach to learn about an organization focused on saving the turtles and nests that call Jack's Beach home.
No matter where you reside in the city of Jacksonville, you are never too far from the beach. With nesting season beginning on the First Coast, Beach's Sea Turtle Patrol is here to protect turtles and their eggs that find themselves on Jack's Beach.
Ian Hansen started this whole thing with Greenpeace in 1980, and over the years FWC got involved, and so now we're not the only one. I mean, there are Beach's Sea Turtle Patrols from Fernandina Beach all the way to Key West, up the west coast of Florida, all the way to the Panhandle.
With Save the Turtles being a near and dear cause in Floridians' hearts and the upcoming nesting season starting May 1st and ending in October 31st, Beach's Sea Turtle Patrol is on their way to tell people more about how they can save the turtles.
Well, one of the things that we try to do to educate the kids is we have lessons down on the beach. And there are groups of people who actually go to the elementary schools, and they hand out these Turtle Patrol books that educate them on the 3 types of turtles that nest in our area.
While plastic reduction in our oceans is a big part of helping the turtles, people must also remember to help out on dry land by practicing clean, dark, and flat.
We would love you to come enjoy the beach, have a good time, build your sandcastles, play in the water, but when you leave the beach, we want to leave it clean. Dark represents the lighting, and flat. We want to leave the beach the way we found it once we get on, because that has a problem, that can create a problem for not only nesting females, but for hatchlings leaving the nest and getting into the ocean.
If you hope to ever see a turtle when visiting the beach, please remember to clean up before you leave, turn off potentially distracting lights, and fill in all holes to make a flat surface for turtles and their babies. This is Leslie Bowers, Inside Jacksonville.
If you'd like to know more about BSTP, their mission, and how you can help, visit bstp.net. Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Inside Jacksonville. If you missed anything from today's program, or just visit our website, unftv.com, and look under the Digital Journalism tab, where you'll find expanded versions of our stories, photos, interviews, and other extras. Again, that is unftv.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube at InsideJacksUNF. From all of us here at Inside Jacksonville, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you right here on next month on the CW17.